Suman. We welcome Young Student Politics, and we would like to ask you some questions. The first question is, what do you think about the Nepali politics?
I think Nepali politics has come through many incidents and many up and downs, and the Nepali politics is always running for optimistic way, but like a lot of times there are changing, and like the French politics in since many centuries, similar way, the lot of revolutions and lot of changes and the political agendas are coming each year. But I think I see Nepali politics is going in a good way, but sometimes you can see up and downs. As a whole, I think Nepali politics is going in good track, and I'm really optimistic about the Nepali politics.
Why is it important to have politics students in Nepal?
First, before many years ago, when I wanted to start a politics, and when I see the politics, few people were uneducated, still they were doing really good in politics. Education is not most important in politics. The good vibe, the good agenda, and the good work is really important in politics. But when you see the educated people, the average educated people and average uneducated people, you obviously like to choose educated people. Similar way, when you see the uneducated politicians and educated politicians, the better are the educated politicians. And lot of in the recent maybe 20 or 30 years, the politics who were done, the most of them were student leaders. And when you see in the some of the party, some of the politicians, many of them are coming from the student line, and I think student line is a shortcut, and the shortcut way to gain a power and to be in the center of a politics. And once I heard that, I was talking with one British lady, and she also did student politics in Britain, and I asked one day, why is it really necessary student politics? And she told me, when she was doing a student politics, the government was really afraid of the people. When the government was doing something bad, the student leaders and the students were really protesting in a very creative way and a very good way and very serious way. But when you see the activities and lot of protests which are not led by the student leaders, they were failing somewhere. They were not taking good progress, and they were not landing. There was not safe landing of the political agendas. So when you see the political leaders who are educated, who come from student politics, they are really fine. They really know how to do politics. They really know how to set up the agenda. They really know how to make it progress, and how to make the protest and things agenda settled really well. So student politics is really important. And when I told just now, I told you that the British girl, I just gave you the example of the British girl. When the student politics was really down, it was not doing a lot of student politics in Britain. So you can see a lot of dictatorship, lot of self-run politics by the powerful people and the businessman people. They are not pointed the fingers. Their mistakes are not shown to the public. So when you have student politics, the mistakes are in the front.
Yes.
And the things are solved in a really creative way, in a better way, in a shortcut way. So student politics is really necessary, not only in Nepal, all over the world. Student politics is a basic politics that everybody should know, and it is very important.
What are the possibility politics? What?
possibility of Nepal.
in Nepal?
I see a lot of positive things happening in Nepal, and I think the politics is going in a good positive direction, and in the future, coming future, I think the politics is going in a better way, more and more better way. Politicians are refining themselves, they are refining their agendas, they are refining everything, the systems and the policies. So I think the politics of Nepal is going really positive way, and I am very much optimistic, I am very much hopeful, and one day the politics will be really in a track and very systematic, very transparent, and for the people, to the people.
Okay. How do you see the politic world actually?
Work, political work,
Of world
excuse me,
for the health, the politics of the health, the world.
world
politics.
okay. So I think the world politics is changing each and each year. The politics is changing very severely nowadays. There was a time after when you see the history of politics from World War to now, in between there was a civil war, in between there was a World War II, and the rise of China as a power, and the rise of NATO, the defense, security defense of Europe. And when I see, I think it's a dramatic and very good change. The world, one pole was leading by America and another pole was leading by USSR. Now the USSR fell and the China is emerging. I think the single pole is never good. There should be check and balance. When you do good, bad, there should be someone to say that you are doing bad. When you are doing good, there should be someone who says that you are doing good. And the political agenda, it should be go by check and balance, and it should be go in a parallel way. So I think political way, there are a lot of issues happening in the world. The issue in Europe and the Brexit and the European Union, politics of extreme right, politics of extreme left, and the politics of neutral. And when I see all of this, I think the politics, it's out of shape and size. The politics is always out of shape and size, but you can at least see that something is happening, the character of politics. So I think politics, a lot of changes are happening, and I can explain when we go further.
Okay. And the last question, what could be the future of Nepal?
I think the future of Nepal is really bright, and there are a lot of things that we have to work on. First of all, I think education is the most important thing, and that should be changed. And the quality education is really lacking in Nepal, but still people are studying, and people are doing really good. And there are few things that we have to concentrate. The Nepal should concentrate to make Nepal really a best place in the world. I don't say like we have to be like an America or China in the economic case. I'm sure that we cannot be like America and China, and nobody can be America and China. Nepal can be Nepal. Nepal has its own presence. Nepal has its own significance and importance. So the few things that we have to focus are: one, the hydroelectricity. The power of Nepali hydroelectricity is very much. The current that flows in the river is very much, and it is said by the research that the capacity of Nepali river, the capacity of Nepali hydropower is quite enough to capture and to provide power, hydroelectricity power to whole of the Asia. And beside this, I see tourism as a very fantastic thing. When you see the history of Nepal, historical, very big history, very long history, and when you see the big cultural diversity in Nepal and cultural things, and beside this, the natural beauty, I am very much optimistic with the natural progress, touristic progress, and very good progress in tourism. And beside this, herbal and Ayurvedic progress, And Nepal has a very good Ayurvedic medicines, herbs that can be import and export to all the world, that are very rare around the world, that are very powerful in Nepal. And these herbs can be export and import for the better health of the world, for the better better society and for the health of this world. So this can be a very good thing. And the best thing that I wish that Nepal could be is a peace zone, you know, peace country like Switzerland. Like Switzerland, in Switzerland, the people are, when they are Islam, they are abandoned from their country. The Switzerland protects them. And I really wish that Nepal could be a center of innovation, center of creative people, and every professors who are creative, I mean every environmental people, activities, and the good people, and the innovative scientists, professors, literature writer, everything could come and come to stay in Nepal, and Nepal could be a place like it used to be in Venice. Like Venice used to be a center of every beautiful minds, creative minds, innovative minds, and I want Nepal to be a innovative place where everything innovation happens and the government take care of the every innovative and creative minds.
Okay. So thank you, Suman.
Thank you very much. Thank you for taking my interview. I am really happy. Thank you very much.
Thank you a lot.
Thank you. Namaste.